So guys, it's been a few weeks, a rough couple ones at that, and I'm officially back in business, but since I'm starting my classes again, I have an obligation that I have no problem fulfilling. That is, telling you guys how things are going to be for me for the next couple of months. There is a story that happened quite recently that I would like to share as well. Trust me, you're gonna want to stick around. And finally, we will also describe what I was suffering through the 3 weeks that I did not expect to happen at all. I will be very vague because the people involved don't know I'm talking about this. So when they see it, I can argue that I didn't share much info. Like, private information, names and whatnot. And finally, I will discuss future plans for the channel and also some guilt I've been having for the past few weeks. You can even consider months as well. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to like the video and subscribe for more Gacha Gaming content. Now let's begin. So, summer's over, and we didn't reach 500 subs. We didn't, and that's okay. You wanna know why it's okay? Because we got over 100 subs within a month, and that month was July. And that was purely because I talked about the negative edge guy, and that video alone got me over 30 subs. Which isn't bad, but that invited over 6,000 new viewers, and some of those viewers contributed to 90 subs and 1,000 watch hours I got during the month of July. Speaking of which, he actually responded to one of my tweets on Twitter. Short summary, since I don't want to make the entire video about this guy, which it's not. Recently, he decided it would be a great idea to sell a tournament that was Memory of Chaos related, I know. Greatest, most entertaining thing to ever exist, right? Anyways, he recently decided that it would be a great idea for him to sell a tournament for Fei Xiao. If you guys want me to cover my thoughts on that, let me know. But as things stand, I have, no reason to make a video about him. That aside, I truly do think that the summer was the best part of my channel. I tried new things and you guys seem to like it. So now I have an extra idea, if nothing's cooking in the chamber. But now let's talk about how our channel will be continuing forward. So ever since the Genshin video, I have been trying to get creators bigger than me to react to my content and make my channel skyrocket. But I'm not about that anymore. I've realized while I was away that depending on others is the easy way out. Now, if I get a react out of someone big, that's cool, but now I've realized that my chances of that happening are extremely low to begin with. I only just now got noticed by two considerably large influences in the gacha scene, Io and Arzian, both followed by people I watch often. Now, I don't watch Arzian, I might start because he seems like a cool dude. But anyways, this took over a year to accomplish, and I'm not gonna gamble on those odds again. So now I'm in it for myself, and it would be cool for someone like Tectone or Redno or Mr. Pokey to react to my videos, but there's no guarantee of that happening. So no more depending on others, no more depending on reacts. I'm going to work for myself and myself alone. I'm solely working for the entertainment of you guys now, which is what I should have been doing to begin with. Not for some random people that don't even fucking know I exist. I have changed, and you guys will now see that in my videos, so stay tuned. Other than that, let's talk about actual content. So, I have my opinions formed on the 4 games that I tried before I got, unable to make videos. But I will work on the script and thumbnail eventually. So if you guys are excited to hear more, check out my community tab and subscribe to stay tuned for that video release. Another thing we have to talk about is live streaming. I hate it. I hate live streaming so much. It is so boring. I didn't speak, so that might have contributed to, it not being fun, but, holy shit, I am never going to live stream again unless it's a situation like this time where I wanted to keep you guys entertained while I was sick. But other than that, you guys are not getting any live streams unless I get more than 10 viewers doing so. I have no reason to, and I have no motivation to, so we're sticking to commentary. Another thing about that, I'm going to do a major change in my channel. We will probably be doing full commentary while we do We will probably be doing full commentary while I do my classes. Hell, maybe full commentary period. I have no time to play games and film it unless it's for background entertainment. So unless I'm on break, we're going to be doing mainly commentary videos, which, honest to God, is mainly what I like to do anyways, so whoop-de-doo. Oh well, I'm not really missing out on much. But not even that. I love commentary. I love screaming into my microphone and editing these videos like I'm doing right now. You guys might not know this, but reacts, let's plays, and so on have been such pains to edit. Every once in a while I will do a gaming video here and there, sure, but I just like talking to you guys. I like being unfiltered and not afraid to speak my mind, unlike some people in this community. Now that that's out of the way, let's have a talk about my free week, probably at the time of publishing my 4-week-long hiatus. August 13th, I had a surgery on my throat. For months, I had to deal with chronic throat pains and so on. Because of this, I was scheduled to have surgery after I finished my classes, but it actually got pushed back to August. So I took this time to leave my mark and have some fun before I wouldn't be able to for a while. And it worked, thank you. But other than that, it was not as easy as I thought it was going to be. After the surgery, I felt great. No extreme pains, nothing. I was overconfident of how easy recovery was going to be. I was ready to be live streaming for those 10 days that were estimated to be, like, you know, my period of not doing anything. Anyways, I was ready to be live streaming for those 10 days and keep things moving swimmingly. But boy, was I dead fucking wrong. I'm going to give a warning. The next few bits of dialogue here might sound a bit graphic, disturbing, or just plain nasty to some people. So if you wish to skip ahead, do so until you reach this mark in the video. If you're still here, you've been warned. Thank you. Now let's continue. So the next day, I was miserable. My throat felt terrible and I could barely hydrate. Anything that would benefit my recovery, like nutrition or drinking, would be impossible because of how painful it was. I started an anime for 2 days and watched episodes every day after finishing streaming for the day. After 4 days of streaming, something unexpected happened. You see, as a potential risk of this surgery, it was expected that I would bleed. The doctor said this in a way that made the bleeding seem like it was small and nothing to really worry about. But it was far worse than that. One night when I was sleeping, I coughed, and I felt a lot of stuff in my mouth after doing so. So I went to the bathroom because I can't just swallow this, and my saliva wasn't the usual color. It was bright red. I woke up my nearest family member and I was escorted to the hospital after 20 minutes of bleeding and several meatball-sized squats. And my family member didn't drive it to the hospital. The police came to my house to make sure we were okay. And then, what else? The police came to my house to make sure we were okay, and the ambulance took me to the hospital. Okay, anyways, after that, I was in the emergency room for about 3 to 4 hours before eventually getting discharged. I thought it was over there, but there was much more to come. One night I was sleeping, and I coughed a bit too hard. I was experiencing symptoms similar to the first incident, so I again went to my nearest family member, and after some more bleeding, I was rushed to the hospital again. This time, I stayed for a few nights to make sure I was okay, and that we had things under control. And after this fiasco, it seemed like we did. It seemed that way for a while, but we were so wrong. Since we thought that everything was done, I had nothing to worry about, right? Well, when I was going to see my surgeon to see how I was doing, things went from north to south in a matter of seconds. I was in the waiting room, and when I got up, my mouth felt more full than usual. So I asked if I could use a trash can, and when I used the trash can, the bag went from multiple colors from the used boxes and supplies to red. So again, I was rushed to the hospital. this time for emergency treatment in the ER to stop the bleeding once and for all. But before we could get the procedure done, I lost so much blood to the point where I started passing out. My vision went dark and my hearing got significantly quieter for like 2 long minutes. This happened twice. I was scared both times, and both times my only thoughts, my genuine thoughts, were that I was going to lose my life that day. Now, this may sound a bit overdramatic considering the situation, and considering other situations that people have been in, but for me, this was the first time I have almost blacked out, and I heard people. I saw, black silhouettes walking around, taking care of me, making sure I was okay. And I didn't hear them that much at all because I lost so much blood, and my senses were just dialed down to, 1, 0.5. It was everything was in such low sensitivity that I couldn't hear anything. But, the reason why I sound, so scared and whatnot, and so, traumatized is because I genuinely thought I was going to die that day because I lost so much blood, and I was vomiting up so much blood. So, yeah, it's only natural that I thought I was going to lose my life. But, luckily, after I was set up in the operating room, I was in a bright room with a doctor and my family member. And I was so relieved to know that I survived. After that, I spent about a day or two in that hospital recovering and getting my strength back. I lost so much blood to the point where I had to get new blood in my body. By the way, guys, that was a miserable process, because I had to sit through 4 hours of constant, 2 of those hours I was asleep, and 2 more of those hours started when I was using the bathroom. Ask me why the doctor thought that was a good time to start the procedure. I can't tell you. Luckily, the day after that, I was pretty much in perfect condition to finally go home and get some actual sleep and nutrition. And since then, I haven't been back to another hospital. Now guys, that was a lot for me to share with you. I have never been so honest with you guys before because I was afraid of being made fun of and my family members being attacked. But I realized something. These people that hate me only know my user or, if you're that close to me, my real name. They don't know my family like I do. And if those haters resort to hating my family because they can't hurt me, well, that's on them for being so weak that they need the attention that badly in the first place. So yeah, I shared because I myself was feeling sad at that point, and I needed to vet my frustration. It's been on my mind since it happened. I consider myself to be a decently strong person, but even the strongest people have feelings after all. But guys, throughout all of this, I really wanted to give up. But this situation has made me, as a person, stronger than I once was. I feel much better about myself as a person than I did all those weeks ago. That's not something that was given to me, that was my own experiences that helped me grow as a person. But yeah, that's about it for today's video. We've gone over our future plans and my miserable 4 weeks of my life. I feel so much better now that I've gotten all of that out of my system. But if you've made it to this part of the video, which is the end of the video, thank you so much for listening. It's much more appreciated than you might think. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like the video and subscribe for more Gacha Gaming content. We're trying to reach 500 subscribers, so subscribe to make that possible. Comment down below what you want to see next and check out my community tab for updates and polls and other gaming videos. Be sure to also check out my Twitter. I shitpost for my favorite creators and so dumbasses, so check that out as well. And with that, I will see you guys in the next one. By the way, I'm going to wait until next week to make another video and whatnot, just because I want you guys to know that I'm back, and I want to prepare some great scripts for you guys, just in case something I want to talk about, happens. But I am going to be preparing scripts while, this is all happening, while I conjure my thoughts and let this video sit and do its thing, so you guys can catch up on what's been happening, and also so I myself don't have to deal with so much stress first thing coming back to YouTube. But anyways, if you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, community tab, you get it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.